Welcome back to the Chaotic Cubicle Club.
Hi, everyone.
Today, we have something really good in store for you because we are going to be talking about how to take good nail photos.
Yes.
Which is something I think we all struggle with. So,
Yes.
before we get into how to take good photos, how's your week been? What you been up to? Give us an update.
Why are you? Why? I don't know. Do I
Because
ever
we
know?
always start like this. Come on, people want to know how you are. What you been up to?
It was busy yesterday. I had 4 clients in. It was a lot. I know it was a lot, and they all went amazingly, apart from the last one. And she will be listening to this, and it wasn't her fault. Shout out to Amy. Hi, I love you. And it just the navy gel polish that I was using just decided to flood into everywhere. And it just literally, I put it on and it was perfect. And I was like, oh my God, that application. And I went on to another nail. And then I went to go and do the other one. And then I looked back and it had gone, and it was literally a pool in her cuticles. Just a pool of navy. And I was like, what the feck? So yeah, and so that just kept happening, and I had a whole issue. And then when you wipe it off, and it still just floods back down because gel attracts gel, and it was a whole cacophony of utter bullshit. But yeah, but just these things happen. But yeah, oh yeah, I've been doing a lot of cat eye content and putting out reels on how to use them because I have decided for what reason, but I have decided that in November I am going to put out a reel every day of doing like a different cat eye look or like nail art on a cat eye or something like that, because I'm like, I own all these cat eyes. There are over 300 now. It is ridiculous. Of just cat eye gels. I need to utilize them and show people what you can do with them and how we can work with them to create different designs and uses. And it's not just a fad. It is something that has been out in Japan and Korea for a long time, and we need to embrace that. So yeah,
absolutely.
that's what
And I am loving the content. If anyone watching has not seen it, and by the time this airs, there will be many more out. So go and check it out, because even the first few have blown my mind. Like, guys, did anyone even know that you could do croc print with cat eye? Because I did not. I had not. When I saw that, I wish you could have seen my face. Because my jaw literally hit the floor. I was like, what? What? I did not even know it was possible. So
I've had one client literally message me every single day going, I want this at my next appointment.
Yeah.
And then the next day she's like, oh no, I want this. And then the next day she's like, oh no, I want this instead. And I'm like,
just wants 10 different designs on each finger. I love that. And I've been begging for cat eye content for ages now. So thank you. I appreciate you.
I'm really sorry. I am just going to have to pause right there. I am very sorry about that.
Okay.
Yes. So, Casey, what have you been up to this week?
My week's been good. Yeah, it's been good. I actually had two client days, which was fabulous. That was lovely. I freaked out a little bit of one because I didn't think there was enough time in between. Even though I've estimated my timings pretty well on my booking site and stuff, but in my head I was like, it was the first time I'd had like a client and then another client, like two there was like a 2-hour gap, and I was like, oh my God, what if I can't do it? But luckily one of my clients very, very kindly pushed back slightly, and it ended up that we didn't actually need to, because I was done. But yeah, it just freaked me out. So that's been good. And then obviously on Sunday I had a fabulous day, because we did, but Suzi also took a client, so didn't watch it all live, but is gonna still do the go back on the ones you missed. But yeah, we had tickets to the Nails-Luxe winter virtual masterclass. Great. And it was so fun. I had a great time.
The looks you created were astounding. They were.
Thank you. I was actually so surprised, because I know I said to you beforehand, I don't think I'm going to be able to paint along, because I get very flustered with things. But I thought I'll give it a try, and then I managed it all right enough. Like, I was really pleased with the looks at the end, and I just just really liking their art paints. Amazing.
Oh, I used them on
Really
Sunday
enjoying
for
their
a
art paints.
client. Yeah.
Yeah, you used them, didn't you?
Yeah.
On
So
the Hungry Caterpillar set.
yeah. So I was asked for. Somebody contacted me and she was like, I'm getting married on the 5th of November, but I don't live in Edinburgh. Can I come to you? Because I'll be in Edinburgh on the Sunday. Would that be okay? Can I come to you and get my wedding nails? They're hungry. I want the Hungry Caterpillars wedding nails. I was like, bitch, yes.
So cool.
Like, and I know I had like the winter virtual thing, but I was like, I know that's recorded and I can go back to it. So I was like, yeah, Hungry Caterpillar wedding nails, 100%. You get your ass in
Yeah,
here on Sunday. And she was lovely.
it
And I
was
used
good.
the art palette, the regular art. I used a little bit of the pearl one as well because I did
Oh,
order
okay.
the pearl. I spent too much money again. But I got the pearl art palette as well. And honestly, like hands down, so much. Like it was so easy to use. Just for blending things and giving it that really nice kind of finish, and yeah, not in and out the lamp every 2 seconds. It was like game changer for the art like that, definitely. Like loved it.
Yeah, no, they are really, really good. And there is going to be a spring virtual masterclass. So anyone watching, I'm not sure when tickets are coming out. I think it's going to be in like, I think she said like February, March time. So I'd imagine like towards the end of this year, maybe. The early bird tickets will come out, but highly, highly, highly recommend it, guys. If anyone is listening and is kind of on the fence about whether or not to do it
Did you get a
because
goodie box?
the goodie box was incredible. We got a whole art gel collection,
Yeah.
which was like £80 on the
Yeah.
website, plus like
Oh,
some unreleased stuff.
an
There was a
exclusive.
limited edition cat eye powder that isn't going to be released. It was just made for people attending the event. There was like brush cleaning wipes, dust brush.
Oh, they're
There
new.
was so much in there, like little flakes.
They're new.
Oh yes, these will be out by the time this airs.
Yeah, so it's an acrylic. So I used to use the metal ones and get the sticky things to go on them, but this acrylic one, it's got some bend in it, so
Yeah,
it feels a lot more natural to use.
and
Yeah,
it's so light.
so
Like
light,
you literally don't
so
even feel like
light.
you're holding a nail file.
Yeah, it's so light. So this
Yeah.
is my new. I need to get some
And it's
oil.
also got the little bit
A
missing
knot.
out of it so that you can peel because I normally use my keysy because I can't, because I
That
broke a nail once doing it.
yeah, that
And yeah,
yeah,
I love that.
yeah. I'm really. I have
And
to say,
also this week,
oh what?
obviously this is coming out in a couple of weeks, but our Clawgasmic episode came out
I
yesterday.
know.
So if you haven't listened to it, guys, go back and listen to it because we are a little bit biased, but we think it's a fabulous episode.
And it's so long.
It's so long. I think we broke the record, guys. I think we broke the record. But because obviously we just witter on far too much. You guys know that from listening to this podcast. And we thought Shan was going to cut loads of it out, but she was like, no, I just loved it so much I had to leave it. We were like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and thank you to everyone because we've had so many messages from people and so many people have shared it to their stories and just helped spread the word out there. So thank you very much because it was a real moment for us for sure.
Yeah, that's, I mean, as an end of year kind of moment, it's like, yeah, that it's just rounded off the whole kind of year. And there was something Shan said that's really sat with me in the whole episode, but she was like, these women have just made this for themselves. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like, so to anyone who's starting, to anyone who is maybe just in the trenches, in the thick of it and just thinking, oh my God, I can't do this. You can. You
Oh,
absolutely can.
if we can do it,
Yeah,
you can do it
exactly.
100% because I did not believe it was possible. And like, I'm not saying we're where we want to be. We've got a long way to go, but the progress that has happened has been beyond anything I imagined.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it would be where it is already. So yeah, just you absolutely can do it. It is possible.
You could, like, you can make
100%.
this for yourself. And
Yes.
even if fully booked means one client a day for 3 days a
Yeah,
week.
that's it.
That's still making this for
Yeah.
yourself on your own terms.
100%.
So
Even
that,
if you only ever want to do it part-time as like a little side hustle, or even if you only want to sell press-ons, or, you know, whatever success looks like to you, whatever way you know, if you want to go into UGC content, and, you know, whatever way you want to go with this is fine. Like, you don't have to be a full-time 5 day a week, 9 clients a day nail tech, you know. Just decide what you want and go for it, and you can do it.
can absolutely do it. That
100%.
that quote really sat with me, and I was like, they've made
Mhm.
this for themselves, and I was like, oh,
Yeah. I think we, like, well, you know, we say it all the time, but neither of us are great at believing in ourselves or having confidence. So it's not something that we kind of sit there and give ourselves credit for.
yeah,
And then it's not until you obviously sit down to have that kind of chat with someone else, and they're like, guys, like, and especially somebody with such experience and such. And hi, Shan, because we know you'll be watching. Because Kingsley, bless him. We got a little voice note from Kingsley. Hi, Kingsley, if you're listening as well.
Kingsley's my
Saying that
best
he
mate.
loved his little shout out. Yeah.
Kingsley's my best mate. Case, sorry, Kingsley's my best
I know,
mate.
yeah. I've lost my spot, guys,
Yeah.
because unlike me, I'm not as cool as Kingsley, and I don't have Lego and space on my side, so
And dinosaurs.
missed out. And see, look, that's how uncool I am. I forgot the dinosaurs.
So I have the interest.
Bye.
Yeah. Well, bye, Casey. Hi, Kingsley. I have the interest of this like 6, 7-year-old boy, and it's always like space, dinosaurs, snacks,
Naps.
Lego, naps, and Lego. These are my interests, and any animal. And I'm like, ooh, an animal. Like, so yeah, I have the interests of that. And I'm so excited because in February we get to go and see Shan and Jovan and Kingsley, and I can go and sit in a corner while everyone's chatting nails, and we can chat about Parasaurolophyses and Dilophosaurus and like all the difference between a Brachiosaurus and a Brontosaurus, and yeah.
I love this. I love it. I'm so looking forward to the event. It's going to be, there's so many amazing people going. And I just know that Shan and Jovan are going to give us so much to take away.
Yeah,
like I just know it's going to be so helpful, because they just put 110% into everything they do.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
okay, right. We're gonna get into the meat of the episode now.
Yeah.
So I'm basically going to interview Suzi for this part, because the reality is I don't know how to take good photos. And Suzi does. She's going to say she doesn't, but she does.
Don't.
If you don't believe me, go and check out our Instagram, because it's beautiful. And Suzi's photography is background. Suzi's background is photography. What did you do before you got into nails, Suzi?
I was a professional photographer for 15-ish, maybe 17. I can't remember. A long time. A long time. I have my degree in that. I have master's level stuff in that.
So that is why I'm here today, to pick Suzi's brain, because Suzi has given me some tips while we've been friends. And although I'm still perfecting those tips, it has made a big difference to my photography. So I am going to ask her all of the questions that I want to know, in the hope that it helps me and it helps you guys. So my first question, we're going to start super simple. We're going to start right from the beginning.
Okay, can I just say the dog started to like make a noise. So if I'm doing like that a lot, then that's why.
It's at Darwin.
Yeah.
That's her excuse for pulling funny faces at us, guys.
Who's a baby? You're a baby. Yes, you are. Right, yeah. Okay, quick fire round.
Okay, cool. Super simple, right from the beginning. What is the best thing to take pictures with? Camera, phone?
I mean, what do you want? For your nail stuff, just use your phone.
What phone have you got?
iPhone 14 Max, not even the Pro version.
Okay.
I had an iPhone 13. I had an iPhone 13 Pro that I gave to Ruby when I got the 14, and I was devastated because the camera on the 13 Pro was chef's kiss, amazing. The 14, I was a bit like, this is ass, but it's fine, and we learn to work with it. I believe the newer models have even better stuff on them. I also know that Huawei and Samsung phones and stuff have amazing cameras. I do have a Samsung somewhere, but I don't know how to get the photos off of it to anywhere. So I'm just like, I'll just keep that somewhere
They just
else.
exist on the
Yeah.
phone.
And I was like, I'm going to use the Samsung for recording stuff so I don't use up my phone like storage.
Storage, yeah.
I was like, I'll use the Samsung, but then I don't know how to get the stuff off of it because I refuse to Google the information. So honestly, for taking photos of your nails, use your phone. Like I wouldn't get my professional like Nikon camera out to try and get that on a tripod to then set it up to then take photos. Like, nah, that's ridiculous. I use a tiny little like weird, it's called my wanky lens. I'm sorry if any kids are listening to that, because my clients are like, what's that? It's a bit fancy. And it's just literally a clip-on macro lens. It's nothing fancy. You can get well fancy ones. This is not a fancy one. And it's great for close-up stuff. If you want to do that, not everyone does, because sometimes your cuticles don't look good in that. Weird.
Sometimes it'll really show you up.
Yeah.
I remember when I got mine and I used it for the first time. Obviously, like as soon as it came, I just wanted to test it out, and I did it on my nails that were about 2 weeks grown out. And oh my god, my cuticles were disgusting.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I need to oil my cuticles.
Or if you've managed to encapsulate a tiny bit of dust that you can
or a little hair that's got on it. Yeah.
You're like, I am not boasting.
But the point is, guys, you don't need fancy pants equipment to get good photos. And also, I did forget to say, I forgot to say this. I don't know, because it depends. Oh no, this isn't going out till the 15th, so I have got a little bit more time to do it. I am thinking when I watch this back to edit the video, I'm going to make some notes anyway, just for my own personal. But I might, if I don't do it, then I'll cut this bit out. But I'm thinking, because we did like our policy download, I'm thinking of putting this into like a little mini ebook on Canva that you might be able to download. So if you're hearing this part of the podcast, in the comments, not in the comments, in the description, there will be a link for you to grab a little handy quick fire guide to the answers to these questions so that you have got them to hand.
Oh my god, right, okay, well if that's the case, I'll maybe draw a couple of diagrams.
Okay. Amazing, yeah, because I was just thinking, I've only got till Saturday, but I haven't actually. I've got till the 15th, so I should be able to do it. And if you haven't grabbed your policy ones, guys, if you're listening to this before you've listened to I don't know, if you're finding us in a little while's time and you're watching back, this will be 2 episodes before. There is a little downloadable Canva document with all of your pre-written policies. So if there's ever episodes where we think there might be something we could offer you that will help you, we'll do that. So check out the description.
I was so confused. Okay. I was like, oh, what's going on?
You know what? It literally just came to me this morning. I was like, I could put together like a little, just a little like quick fire thing.
People charge a lot of money for that, by the way.
Yeah. We're just going to give it away, guys.
Give it away for free.
Yeah. Why not? Okay, so you've got your phone. You camera on your phone. Are there any, like, what would you do with your settings? Is there anything that you would change on your settings to improve the picture?
Yes, I always have my exposure down to minus 0.3 or minus 0.7. I always have my exposure down because...
Can I ask why?
So it just makes it ever so slightly darker. Okay. I take a lot of photos of cat eyes. For me, so if you look at cat eyes in the light, I mean, you can't see it if you're obviously listening, but if you look at cat eyes in a bright light here, I know it's off to the side, it doesn't look like it's doing anything, but if I move it to the side here, away from the light, you can see they look juicy as shit. You know? It reduces, without losing too much, without losing detail or anything, it reduces the glare, I suppose, on the light. So that is literally all I do. I take it down, the exposure down to 0.3 or minus 0.3 or 0.7. And it also allows the background to fall off, so you're not getting a bright background. So it is focusing on the light parts. So you reduce that down just by a touch, and it'll focus more on the light parts rather than anything in the background. I also always zoom in to roughly in between 1.4 and 2. Usually it's about 1.7. I'm obsessed with odd numbers. Shoot me.
I'm the complete opposite. I always have to have it on an even number.
See, I can't. It gives me like the and
See, I would be like that on 1.7. I'd be like, no.
See, all my alarms
So
are
funny.
set to like 8:11, like 6:17, because I can't have it on a 15:30 or 45 either, because I know the 15 and the 45 are odd numbers, but it's not, because it's still an even.
Oh my God, you're blowing my mind, right? Because I am literally the complete opposite. They're the only odd numbers I will use. Like I don't mind a 15 or a 5, because it's half. It's still in my brain. Like I don't mind that. That is so weird.
I can't if it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, any of that.
No, see, I love that, because to me that's still, even though it's an odd number, it's still like a
No.
I don't know. I can't really explain it, but
if you're watching the telly, it has to be like a 1, 3, 7, or 9. I don't.
Wow,
I
that's
know.
so weird.
I'm too autistic for this life, honestly.
That's so weird.
Like the heating, I can't put it at 20. It has to be like 21. Yeah,
Wow.
I can't. Like heating on at 16, 15 and a half, maybe a half. But usually it would be 17. Yeah, no.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So just the exposure, is that the only thing you would change?
All I change. That's all I change is the exposure.
Okay.
What you can do, like after taking the photos, you can go in and adjust like your contrast. So you would maybe bump up your contrast by a little bit, just in the Photos app, nothing fancy. I'm not telling you to get Lightroom. I'm not telling you to get Photoshop. They're great for like you can grade your photos with different like color grading. This is too confusing, and I've just realized that I've made it confusing. But you can change like your if you're doing a photo, say from this, like on the left, and the lighting is slightly different on the right, so you'll take a photo on the left and then you take a photo on the right, and the lighting's slightly different. You can put it into one of these things. You can even do it in your Photos app and change the tint or the warmth. So maybe one of them is slightly yellower and one of them slightly bluer, so it would be warmer or colder. You can change it to equalize itself, and it's very easy to do in Lightroom and things, because it is literally just a button that you would press and it would readjust it all. That's essentially changing your white balance, like normally. So you see when you get a when you see videos of photographers and things happening, you'll see like someone standing there and they'll bring this machine up and it's got like a white ball on it, and they just put it up beside their face and then they walk away and you're like, well, what did that do? And that's a white balance meter, and it just checks what the light is producing and what temperature the light is. And then you go back and you set your camera settings to what that says, and then it'll readjust everything for you to make it more natural. Or if you wanted more of a, like say you were watching Blade Runner and it's got a very blue orange kind of tint to the film, it's got a very stylized, you would change the color grading to all that. Anyway, that's irrelevant.
We're keeping it simple. The only time I've ever used Lightroom, and I have to say I do like it occasionally, and it came from that content masterclass that we did with Jack.
Oh, Angel, yes.
If you do have, like, because I had a client, my cousin, she's a really bad skin picker, and her cuticles were so red and it made it look like I had so I went in there and I just changed the hue ever so slightly of the red, and it made it look like a normal skin color, and it blew my mind. So sometimes I use it for that, but other than that, I literally just use my camera settings, photo app settings. Yeah.
So I would literally, all you have to do, the thing is, I don't necessarily agree with going in and using blur tools or changing bits, like taking a bit of skin and altering it to a different bit. And like, I don't agree with that level of editing for something like nail pictures, because you are providing a service to people, and people go on like Instagram or TikTok or Facebook to see what you can provide. And if they're seeing something
Absolutely.
that's been heavily edited, that isn't what they're going to get. So it is you're just doing yourself dirty, because people will expect something and then you're going to get complaints.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
It needs to be an accurate representation of your work. Like, and you know, just because maybe a client has not got perfect cuticles, or they have like picked their skin, don't cover over that.
No, because that's
Because like I had a client the other day actually, and she was like, "Oh, are you sure you want to take a picture? Because I've picked up my skin." And I was like, "No, I want people that are coming to me to know that like I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I don't care if you pick your skin or you bite your nails, or like it's fine. You can come here. Like, I'm not going to judge you or anything like that. So you don't want everything to look perfect, but you want your photos to still be eye catching."
Yeah. Like I had a client the other day who has calluses on her hands, and she was like, "I'm really anxious about my hands. I'm not confident in them." And like, so we chatted about it, and we worked on a program about what we can do and things like that. But I'm still going to take her hand pictures because her nails look banging.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
she's a sweet angel.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it could put some potential clients off if everything looks too perfect. So they're almost like intimidated by it.
Yeah,
and
if
they'll
everything
think
looks
like you'll be
AI.
really judgmental if they don't have perfect hands. And it's like, no, like not unperfect hands are normal.
Yeah.
Like 90% of people do not have perfect hands.
Because you use them all the
Yeah,
time. Of course they're not
absolutely.
perfect, you know?
I did actually skip a step. What should you do before you even open your camera? What was the one thing that's changed my life since you told me?
Wipe your camera lens.
Wipe your lens.
Wipe your camera lens. Don't wipe it on your jumper. Don't wipe it with a tissue or something. Get an actual, like a glasses wipe, like a little shine thing. Wipe your goddamn lens. Because
I couldn't believe how much this changed my photos.
The amount of times I see people and it's like, it looks like there's a smear of Vaseline across. It's just like it's all, and that's a tip that you would use. You would smear Vaseline around our lens to get like a really, like, so it would focus right into the center, but it would look really blurry on the outside.
Okay.
It was very sort of mid, sort of 2013 to 2018 kind of thing to do. And you would smear it, you would literally go around with a lens smeared with Vaseline just to get like wedding photos, especially, that it would just have this couple in shot, but it wouldn't just be like a soft, like, gradient out. It would just go from really sharp to like smear, and like it would make it look all like bloody.
That's how all my photos looked.
But
Suzi was like, "Please wipe your lens." And I did it, and I was like, "Oh my god."
I would see her post a photo and I would send her a message going, "Wipe your fucking lens."
No, I do it all the time. And you've never recommended this to me, and you might not do it, but I have found, I don't know where I heard someone say it, but it has helped me probably because I just don't have that background. But I now always have my grid on.
Yes, I don't.
So because what I found I was doing a lot of the time is the nails weren't really the centre of the photo.
People, stop taking photos of knuckles. I don't care.
So now when I have my grid on, I know that the nails need to be in that kind of
so
third of the photo. Yeah. Whereas you can probably see that by eye, but I don't really.
Yeah.
So I've really, and it kind of helps you just get the nails to be the centre of the photo rather than like right down the bottom, and the middle of the photo is, like you say, the knuckles and stuff. So like, that's my 2 pence.
I don't have
that's literally my knowledge. But like, that's my contribution to the episode.
People with like say that this is like the nail holder armrest. Oh my god! And they're like taking photos like that.
Yeah,
but why? Like I'll frame it in the video. I'm sorry, guys, if you're listening. I'll frame it in the video.
This is one better to watch.
Yeah. But people are taking photos like that. Like, I don't give a shit about their knuckles or their rings. Are you selling jewellery? No, you're selling nails. Lift that up and show it and tell people to relax their hand, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Don't even relax your hand. Tell them to relax their wrist, because the second you relax your wrist, your hands go into a more natural pose. Relax your wrist. Like, That's all you have to say to them. Relax your wrist. Don't relax your hand, because people are like, I don't know how to relax my hand.
Yeah.
Like,
Love that. Okay.
sorry.
So, no. This is all great.
Such a rant.
Yeah. Right. So, what lighting would you recommend? What do you use? And what would you say, like, if someone's looking for a light, what should they be like looking for?
Sorry, I just remembered it was actually on the Knobs podcast. It was Laura and Safira that recommended the grid. Sorry, just let me know.
It might well have been. Yep, I probably because wasn't their first episode all about content?
Yeah, something
That might have been where I heard it. Yeah.
So, right, lighting. Well, my setup is worth thousands and thousands of pounds. It's not. I use an IKEA tertial lamp. I literally like there. It's just
Same.
one of them.
And do you have one or two?
One.
Okay.
I would love to, but cables trailing and I'll fall over. I have one.
Any particular bulb that you use?
The daylight one that you can get. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the daylight one. Or it's the one that actually you can change the colour on. So it can be warmer or cooler. It can go across the Kelvin scale. The Kelvin scale is I'll just realise I said Kelvin scale and people are like, I have no idea. The Kelvin scale is the temperature of the light. So the temperature value of whether it's warm or cool or daylight, like neutral. Just the regular daylight bulb from IKEA, you can get the one that changes, and it comes with a little remote control, but mine doesn't work anymore and I don't know why. So it's just on at this all the time. But yeah, it works a treat.
Yeah,
like
I have the same light, and it's about £13. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will link it in the comments.
Yeah.
Any products that we talk about, so the lens, the light, I'll put the links in the description in case anyone wants it.
But yeah, I literally just use that.
Lovely. And
don't use flash. Oh, sweet Jesus, don't use flash.
What, your phone
don't
flash?
Use your phone flash. Do not, because it's too harsh. Because it's too harsh and you're close, and it's just going to give it'll be too bright, and it'll blow out all the stuff around it. So there won't be like a soft lighting behind it. You'll get every detail behind your photo showing up, and because your flash only works. Now this is something I need to get out there. Your flash only works for roughly a meter in front of you. So see these people at concerts that are taking a photo with a flash of someone who is roughly half a mile away on a stage, and you're taking a photo with your flash on. All you're doing is you're lighting up a meter in front of you. You're going to see nothing all the way over there, and you'll just see everyone's head and the top of their head in focus, because that's what's flashed. Stop using your flash if someone is more than a meter away from you. Stop it. Anyway.
I love it. Brilliant. We're getting all the rants today, guys. Okay. And so how do we make the best use of our lighting? Like, do we put it close? Do we put it right on the nails?
So I'm going to use something that can be held and shown.
If you are listening to this, guys, we do really recommend that you go over to YouTube and watch this episode, because I do have a question in a little while as well where I'm going to ask Suzi to demonstrate some things. And she's like, what? She has no idea. She asked not to hear the questions beforehand, so it's all a surprise. But
I wouldn't prepare, so there's no point.
I definitely would. If you are listening to it, then just go back on YouTube and maybe find the parts of the video that you want to watch back.
So we're using a nail thing. So if this is the light and you've got it all the way up here and you've got like someone holding their hand like that, you bring it down, okay?
Yep.
But pull it in front of the hand. Don't put it right on top of the hand, because that's going to create harsh shadows coming down. You're not going to get the bottom two fingers lit as well as you can. If you've got your hand vertical or roughly vertical, it's not going to light like down here easily. So what you do is you bring your light forward a touch like that. So the side of the light that's coming off is going to kiss the front of your nails. It's just going to be a soft light instead of a harsh light, but you've still got it close, but it's not going to be a harsh light. It's going to be a soft light that is literally coming down and kissing the front of your nails, and it's lighting all of them, because that light is coming down and coming off onto the nails rather than it being over here and it only lighting like the top part. And if you've got your nails like that in front of you, so like kind of horizontal in the usual pose that everyone does, if you've got if you've got a light coming down straight up, yeah, it's going to light that, but it's going to be too bright. So bring it on. It's not going to be soft. It's not going to highlight everything. It's going to be harsh. It's going to look harsh. So bring it ever so slightly forward. It doesn't need to be all the way forward. You can still have it just on top of like your nails. So like the edge of the light is just on top of your nails, but just have it so it's kissing it, and it gives the best shine, and it gives like the softest like dispersal of light. So yeah, there.
I love that. So that was really helpful. That's great lighting. If someone doesn't have one of those IKEA lights, let's say we've already invested in like a moonlight or a strip light, would that change?
No.
Would you do anything differently with that sort of light?
No, because light...
No?
I mean, LEDs are more direct, I suppose. So if it's an LED strip light, then it is more direct. So you would have to put it maybe closer to the nails, slightly closer. If it's an LED strip light, you would put it closer, but you'd still you would angle it, because usually you can angle them. So you'd put it in front and angle it back a wee bit. Just put it in front and angle it back just a touch. So it's not straight down, it's a bit in front, and it's still coming from the side in that respect. But yeah, I wouldn't change anything, like nothing. If you've got a moonlight that can't be moved down and up, then what are you doing? But if you've got a light that can't be moved up and down, I would move the client back a bit. So my main bit of advice as well is take your client's hands and just say, I'm going to take some photos. Like when you're doing like bubble bath, or like once you're cleaning it, do not put oil on your nails before you take photos. Do not. Nobody wants it looking like you've put someone's hands in a chip pan before they've taken their photo, and it makes the photos look blurry. Like oil makes the nails look blurry, so you're not picking up on details. It just looks kind of out of focus, but in a weird way that it's not out of focus, but it just doesn't look as good as you want it to. So like get the cleanser, like the bubble bath, or if you tell them to go and wash their hands or do something to get like dust off and cleanse them. The bubble bath is from Nail Order. It is just a cleansing foam. You can use my
You can get Mani Mouche. You can get loads of different.
You can just use my
anything.
All of these things.
Yeah.
Cleanse them first. Oh my God, what was I talking about? Why has my brain just gone blank?
The moonlight going up and down.
Yeah. I was having a rant about
you'd move your client back.
Oh no, that's what I was talking about. Sorry. When you're doing that, you're rubbing it in, you're cleansing the hands, just say, I'm about to go and take some photos. Is it okay if I just pose your hands? It saves you the awkwardness of not knowing what to do, and me the awkwardness of not being able to direct you properly. And just say it to them like that, and they're like, yeah, like every client I've got is like, oh yeah, just pose me because I don't know what I'm doing. And they lose all control of their fingers, and they're like that. So don't be afraid, just hold your client's hands and move them. Move them into a position that you want them to be in. If you want to move them back, you push forward on your side a bit. Push forward and just say, can you just hold them back there for a second? Or if you want them to come forward, pull them towards you and just be like, you've got detachable arms, hurry up. You know, so don't be afraid to pose your clients, because A, it takes you less time to take the photos, way less time, because they're in the right position. B, you don't have to try and direct people, because that is a shit show in itself. And C, they don't have to pay that much attention. They don't care. They just want to get their nails done, have pretty pictures taken and leave. They don't care. You've literally held their hands for an hour, 2 hours. This little bit of holding hands doesn't matter. You literally just held their hands. So it makes no difference to them. But I do always ask for consent to do that. And I'm always like, can we do this? And they're always like, yes, absolutely. So you pose their hand. If you've got a moonlight coming down, you just move their hand back ever so slightly. Just pull it towards them. Like, instead of having it like right in front of you, you just, there you go, pull it back just a touch. There you go. And then you're zooming in. Remember, the zooming in function or moving towards them is more important, because you don't necessarily want their whole face, chest, legs, arms, everything in the photo. They probably don't want that, because they've turned up in their jammies, they've not got any makeup on, they just want to chill out. Like, they don't want you seeing the cacophony of stuff that they've got all over them, because sometimes they'll maybe have their dinner down them because they're like, I've just had to run out of the house. I have 5 kids. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's it.
Make sure you zoom in, because the closer you get to the nails, the better your picture is going to be. Because if you're taking a photo from 4 miles away, how am I meant to see that?
Yeah, you're not going to see.
Like, it's great. And I do love the photos that you get of people holding things or beside their clothes or in a place, but have them coupled with other photos that are close up, because how else are you meant to sell your products if your products aren't the main focus? And that's what your products are. So get close. Don't be afraid to move your camera in towards people. Like, these clients are not going to care. You've literally almost been sniffing their nails for like 2 hours. So they genuinely don't care. They just want to get out of there eventually. So yeah, move people. That is my main tips. Wipe your lens. Wipe your goddamn lens. Move people about, and don't be scared to move them about. There you go. See, okay. I'm just going to spend an hour ranting.
Yeah, I would say as well, if you do have like a light that you can't move, or
stand up,
like if it makes life easier for you to have that light while you're working, fair enough, but I would say have one of these IKEA lights as well. Like, just
even the thing is,
photos, because it's literally going to cost you like £20 for the light, a bulb, and you know the whole thing, probably a bit less than that. So just have this, just have another light for photos.
But if you've got, the thing is, if you go to a tattooist, often they'll have an extra light on their phone, or like you can get little lights that attach to your phone that you can angle, and they cost maybe a tenner. And I know a tenner's a tenner, but you can angle them. They've got soft like books, kind of little things that go over them, which is like a bit of fabric that goes over it to disperse the light. So it's not like a harsh light. You can get one of them, angle it slightly. Like, there's so many things. But in all honesty, if you've got a light that can't be moved, get your client to stand up.
Yeah, move the client.
Like, I always remember at uni being told, if you've got a fixed lens, so you'd have a 35mm lens on, you don't need the zoom. You need your legs, and just fucking walk there. Do you know, that was the main thing, because a lot of the times you would be put out into a scenario that you're not going to have your massive 80-300 zoom lens in. You're not going to have all of these bits of equipment. You are literally there with, I've said literally about 100 times, I'm so sorry. You are there with your lens, your camera body, you've maybe got another lens, but if you're at a wedding, you can't be carrying 40 lenses with you, and your main lenses are going to be a 50mm, and then you'll have a zoom on, and these are like the two main ones that you're going to use throughout the whole day. Maybe a 17-85, but none of that makes sense to you, and I'm so sorry.
Took in another language now.
But these are going to be on the two bodies that you carry, the two camera bodies that you carry with you at all times, and these are the ones you're going to reach for. If you need to get closer, you use your legs and you move closer to that. So you move things. Yeah. I'm sounding very preachy.
No. I love. I need all these tips, and I'm sure other people do as well, because photos is not an easy thing. You've touched on this slightly, but would you like? Is there anything extra you do when taking photos of cat eyes? Because I personally find cat eye much harder to photograph. I just don't seem to be able to get this. It just doesn't look the same.
No. Literally no.
All these tips will just help with cat eye.
You move people. So right, okay.
Just move. Just don't try to move people.
Just move people. You angle the light. So the light I've got up here right now, it's actually ridiculously bright. Yeah, because it's dark here. But that's pointed over there at the moment. So that's pointed all the way over into a corner over there. This is a perfect example. So that light is pointed all the way over there, because otherwise it would blind me being in my eye. So the corner of that light is just hitting me here. Yeah, you've got shadow here, but to be honest, I could bring that light in and lift that up, and that removes that shadow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you've got two lights, you can remove shadow easily. I'll get to the cat eye in a minute. But it is. I'll move this light and I'll show you what it's like right in my face. It's really bright.
That's like mine. Mine's
Yeah.
just, I'm just being blinded.
It's really, really, really bright. So the set, and I've got a softbox on that, so it disperses the light and it makes it like less harsh. But that's the same strength of light off to the side, but it's a lot softer on my face. So having it off to the side, it doesn't mean you're not going to get the light. You're going to get the edge of the light, which makes it softer, which then with cat eyes, if it's a softer light, it's picking up on the magnetic particles. Because if you move in a certain position, like you could have it like that and it's just going to look like ass. I mean, it's not, because they're still gorgeous, but that's not the point. But like you could have it just like straight down and you're not going to notice it. But the second you move into the light and change the way the position you're in, that's when you're going to. So
you'd say with the cat eye, it's more the position of the hand than anything else.
It's the positioning, and the positioning of you as well, because the light can be perfect, but you can move move round, literally into the side, go up, down. Don't be scared to move your camera about. Don't just sit like that in like a stoic, straight position. Move around and get the right angle, because you'll see it. As soon as it's in the camera, you'll see it and you'll be like, okay, right, that's it. I've got it. Move your people. It is just about moving people. The light will be there. The light is constant. Like, because you're keeping it in the one place, or I mean, you can move it about, but for that one shot, your light is going to be static. Move people about to get into the light, come out of the light, go round the light, things like that. See how it works. Play with it.
Okay, this brings me perfectly onto the next part, and this is kind of why we decided to do this episode, because we talked about this after we'd finished recording a couple of weeks ago.
I love that we decided.
Yeah, well, we was talking, weren't we? And you was giving me loads of tips, and I was like, why have we not recorded this?
Yeah.
And I was like, right, next week I'm picking your brain. And this is the bit that I was like, why have we not got this on video? Poses. Okay. And this is the bit where I'm going to ask Suzi to demonstrate. So if you do want to go over and watch, because this bit, you're going to want to visually see it. I really all of my photos are like this,
because you're scared.
This is my go-to pose. I get my clients to put their hands on the end of the armrest, and then I take one of their hands and just photograph one where I'm like holding my glove. If you've seen my Instagram, you'll know that these are my two poses. Okay?
Your poses are great,
and you know, they're okay, but they don't, I don't know, they don't make things look particularly appealing, and it gets a bit repetitive. What pose? Like, give us some can you go through what poses you kind of try?
I actually have a routine of poses that I go through so I don't forget.
Okay.
I am a creature of habit. But my main thing is lift people's hands off of the armrest.
I have noticed that in your photos, actually. They aren't like nothing is I'm hitting my mic. Nothing is on the armrest.
No.
It's slightly above it.
Yeah. Don't let people, they can rest their elbows on it if they want, but never. I always lift people's hands up, because there's something about that on the armrest kind of like staticness. It doesn't give dynamic and movement, and even although it's a still image, it needs to give like a dynamic kind of feel to it.
And, it doesn't give like I never feel like, sometimes I like the photos, of course, but I never feel like they're quite
fluid.
I don't know, they're just not as, like, when I look at my Instagram grid, I don't like, when I look at yours, what gives me the feels, it does. But when I look at mine, I feel like it's really amateurish. But I think because it is just that amateurish pose, isn't it? Of like, can I just go like this?
Can we just talk about the colours on your nails, though? Aren't they stunning? Cool. Oh my God, look at them.
For anyone listening, I've got that's the like burnt orange from the Rosy Hip Gemstone collection, and then these ones I did a bit of torty over them. But I don't know if anyone noticed, I had a brain fart.
Yeah.
So this hand went right. I wanted my ring finger and my middle finger torty. And this hand, I didn't realise until I finished that I'd done the index finger and the middle finger.
Amazing. This is
Yeah,
why I do
I think
different
because
ones on
when
each
I
hand.
this is gonna sound, I'm so stupid, but when I did this hand, so obviously I'm doing it on myself, so I'm bent like this. It was on the left hand side, like I did the one that was furthest over.
Oh, right, okay.
So when I did this, I did the same.
Oh my God.
And as it was curing, like the last layer, I was like, I think that's the wrong thing.
I'm
And
not
Nigel
thinking
came
of.
home from work that night, and one of the first things he said to me is, "Why are your hands different?
See, this is
Can
why
we
I do.
not talk about it, please?" But you know, when I was just like I'd done all of my infills, like all it had taken me all day, and I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I can't. It is what it is.
But it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right.
back to the poses.
Poses, right.
What's your routine?
So I have a boom, 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 boom routine. So I start, by the way, some people make it their whole like page just like that and it looks great.
Yeah, some people do just have the same pose. Yeah.
A lot of people do the poses and it's like that. So they're like crossing their wrists and really static hands and the nails are miles apart. I get like, they're just, I mean, obviously I've got really nice finger tattoos, so you've got something to look at, but other people are just
I
plain
want some
knuckles.
finger tattoo.
Robbie loved my finger tattoos.
He did. He loved
He wouldn't even
your...
talk to me about nails. He was just like, let me talk to you about your tattoos. I was like, my girl's amazing. Courtney, Studio 13. Saying, shout out Courtney. She'll never hear this.
That's it.
So,
If you're in Edinburgh and you need a tattoo,
Studio 13, Alex,
that's
Courtney,
where to go.
all of them. Like amazing female tattoos. Like, yeah. My bitches.
When I come to Edinburgh, we're going there. Like, you have to take me, and we're
Oh my
gonna
God.
get a
Oh
tattoo.
my God, yes.
100%, because we were going to do it in Birmingham, and then to be fair, guys, we walked into this place and we chose, like, well, I chose the tattoo. Suzi was just going to wing it. I
was
looked
that?
through
I
the
do what
book,
you want. I don't care.
and the guy was like, yeah, like, you'll have to come back in about an hour, and we were going to. And then it kind of dawned on us that maybe walking into the first tattoo studio that we saw, that like we didn't know, and like it seemed lovely, but we didn't actually see, like, the reception area was like separate, so we hadn't actually seen the area where the tattoos were being done, and you know that we didn't have any, we hadn't seen any reviews, we literally didn't know anything about this tattoo studio, and we were like, maybe we're being a little bit impulsive and we should maybe not. So we didn't go back. But 100% when I come to Edinburgh, we're getting tattoos.
Oh, yeah, let me know so I can book it in with them. Anyway,
absolutely.
So people do crossed wrists and your nails are miles away. Nobody cares about the sides of your hands. Nobody cares to see the sides of your hands. Stop it. Just stop it. So in photos, when you're posing people, you have to remember things that are closer together and it feels uncomfortably close actually looks better in a photo. So if you're, for example, if you're standing in a family group and you're all standing stock still, like straight up and down, right next to each other, the space between your heads is quite big. So like you've got your shoulder and then the other person's shoulder. So you've got enough space for another head in there. So when you take photos like that, it kind of looks like the Victorian era sad children photos.
Very stiff. And
yeah.
Yeah.
It's very stiff and there's too much negative space there. So you can just see everything else apart from the thing that you're meant to be looking at. So when I was doing photos of fashion, if I was doing photos of products, everything would be much closer together than you would initially expect it to be. So put the nails, if you're doing a crossover hand one, you have that pinky touching the pinky, the pad of your pinky touches the very, very end of the cuticle on the other pinky, that close, like that close. And you can pivot them round from there, like pinky to pinky, literally, like really close. Yes. Well done. Yes, exactly. And you can pivot them.
I'm going to follow along as we do this.
But you can pivot them. But I would usually do like a pose like that, just because it's a pose like that and it gets people used to it. But my poses, I will hold people's hand and I'll do up first. So one single hand will do up and then I'll get them to do down. So say we'll start with the right hand, whatever hand that you're going to use. You do up, down, next hand, up, or usually I'll do up, down, up. That's why I'm like automatically. So up, down, up, get them together like that. but relax your wrists. And when you're doing them up and down, get them to relax their wrists down. So then, because they're
that is such a good tip about relaxing the wrist.
Yeah, like if you relax your wrist, your fingers automatically come apart and it just looks more natural, but it's not like I've got a claw hand. Yeah, it's
some people, they're not watching this, but I have some clients that as soon as I'll go to take a picture, hands, they go,
yeah, I know.
Like this.
I'm like,
and they're like this far apart. I'm like, can you just keep your fingers together?
See, I don't tell anyone anymore. I literally just move their fingers. And if they keep doing it and they're fighting me, I'm like, why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me? I'm the one that's like, I know what I'm doing here. You stop fighting me. But if you say to people, relax your hands, they literally go from being like really straight to like far apart. But if you say to people being really straight, relax your wrists, it's an automatic. It just brings it right down into a more natural state. Yeah, just like that. Relax your wrist. So you relax.
So when you're doing this one,
yep.
How, like, where are your, okay, so like this.
This one would usually, if you're, right, wait, we've not got to that case. So we've got up, down, down, up. And then when you're doing that, you would do up, relax your hand. And you would have it more, it curves in, down, straight down, relax your hand. It's a more natural one. But you would do a shot of the straight up, relax your hand, another shot. Down, straight hand, relax your hand, another shot. Down, relax your hand. So like down, take a shot, relax your hand, take a shot. These things are literally like you're doing it really quickly. Up, take a shot, relax your hand, and then you move them. In that up shot, you move them to like be maybe in front, maybe you're wanting it like that, maybe you're wanting it to the side, like things like that. But it would be a relaxed shot. And then when you've got it up like that, it's still relaxed, but say to them, put your fingers together and bring that hand just up. So the hand that's up at the moment, it's more straight than relaxed, but still take your wrist down and bring the other hand just up and just touch it. So like your pointer finger is basically pointing up towards your ring finger. Yeah. Put your pointer finger on your ring finger. On your ring finger, you daft trout. That was your middle finger that you were putting it on.
Oh. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little pinky. Okay.
Yeah, on your ring finger, and just have it like that and move them about, and then you can relax.
Yeah.
You can relax them and bring it forward. You can go, is that Lily or Simba?
It's Lily. Lily, come here. Someone's obviously in the hallway. Lily, come.
She's so clever.
Good girl. Sorry.
It's absolutely fine. But from this angle, when you've got like one on top of the other, but it's upside down in that way, you can relax the hands and bring them forward. So you've got that, and you can do a little video.
Yeah. I love it when you do that with the little video and with the cat eyes, because you really see that shift.
Or you can hold it straight, or you can like pivot it so it's like the crossed hands, but it's up a bit. So you do that. So literally up, down, down, up. And then you relax each one as you go. Bring that hand up, and then you can bring them down and on top of each other. Bring them down on top of each other. Swivel, just a lot of swiveling. You know, it is just a lot of swiveling. Or you can even do like straight like that. So one's out straight, totally horizontal, and one on top. I don't like that pose as much though, but it works for some of them. Just these poses are the ones that work. Or I also do like one like that where they're holding it one on top of the other, but both wrists relaxed. So you've got a bit of length in there. If you want to do a story, you can put that in and do some like text on the side of either, things like that. But I also do a really close up one. So you bring your wrists.
I love this one. Yeah.
Bring your wrists together, and then the fingers automatically come in just like that, and make sure everything's relaxed. You don't want the whole like straight like that. But relax all the fingers, and then you can move about the nails as you see fit, but make sure you tell them to keep their wrists together. And then after that, to get the thumbs, you literally just get them to move their hand forward. So you move your hand forward from that position, you move your hand forward and tell them to like pull up, and then move your thumbs down. So you're getting that little divot in it, and then go up and over with your camera to get the thumb pictures. And then you can move their thumbs about. I'm trying to show it on the camera, but I keep forgetting. And you can move your thumbs about like that. You can cross the thumbs. Or one I did recently was just like that. And I held God, what was she doing? Oh, she was holding her hand like that, and I got her to just pop her thumb over. But it's awkward, and nobody likes doing that, so don't do that. Don't be like me and don't do that. Yeah, basically it's like boom, 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 boom.
Love that.
These are just like, there's millions of poses, but
I'm gonna steal some pictures from your Instagram of these different poses to put in this little ebook, if that's okay.
But I do love the sort of length one that kind of travels all the way down.
I love that. I honestly, your photos, I just love your photos.
Shut up, don't be nice.
Shut up.
Shut up. Also, to make sure that the background is dark. If you want a dark background, some people want really bright photos. No, don't listen to me if you want really bright photos, because I'm not that person. But if you want really bright photos of the background, yeah, I don't use any backgrounds or anything. It's just lighting.
Yeah, and is that because your light is slightly in front?
It's because the light's in front and it's focusing, because the light is hitting the nails and the hand. That is where your camera's going to focus, and anything behind that is going to fall off into a darker thing, because the light is in front and it's focusing on the brightest thing. Because what your camera does is sense out the brightest thing in the frame. So if that's knuckles, it's going to sense out the brightest thing in the frame, and that'll be the knuckles. If you put the nails there, that is going to be the brightest thing in the frame. And that's what it'll focus on. It'll put most of its emphasis on that for processing, and everything else should, in the background, just fall away into a darker level of light, essentially.
Okay. I love this. It's been so helpful. Honestly, I have been trying since we had the little off-camera thing. I have been trying to switch up my poses a little bit. Not always with huge success, but I know that it will come.
Not all my photos are huge success. I try.
Yeah, now that we're talking, I can kind of see where I've gone wrong. Like this one.
Yeah, I love that one.
I liked it, but now I can see that this hand just needed to be angled a bit more.
Angles are everything. It is angle things, and
then this one I was trying. This I just gave up after this. I had one like this that I was
well, there's nothing wrong with
it just
that.
wasn't computing. And then this pose that I was trying to do, I now know that I wanted that close-up one, but what I didn't do is get her wrists together.
Yeah. And
I was
also,
going like this. Like the hands were stiff and like that. Whereas now that you've said that, I realise that they needed to be a bit more relaxed.
Like the amount of times we say relax your hand, it feels natural to say relax your hand. But as soon as you say to someone relax your wrist, that's what gives you the natural kind of stance of a hand. Because it just, you can't relax your wrist while having, like, try and keep your fingers straight out and relax your wrist and keep them, like, try and relax your wrist. You can without them going.
Yeah. It just automatically relaxes your hands. Yeah,
I think it's the tendons.
I love that. I think for me, like what I've noticed is with me, it is like it's just a fear and a confidence thing of being able to just take their hands. But I know that it's like anything, isn't it? It's just going to come with time. Yeah. And the more that you do it and the more that you get photos, and like if you are like if you're someone that's like, I could not do that with clients, try starting with people you know.
Yeah.
Like I tend to be like with my mother-in-law and Chloe, I don't care if they're there for 20 minutes taking photos, because I know, and you can kind of get used to it with a friend, and then by the time you're then doing it with clients, you're a bit more relaxed about it, and you feel like you know the pose is a bit better. So don't be too hard on yourself if you can't go through the whole thing in one go. But it's just kind of just start with people that you feel more comfortable with.
And make sure.
And I've also found that like sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I've had them here 3 hours doing these nails. I don't want to make them sit it any longer. But what you've also got to see it as is that's. Yes, you're getting paid for it, but like you do need the photos as well, because photos are so important. A, for keeping track of your journey, and B, for your like insurance of like if someone tries to come back to you and say, well, my nails were shit when I left, you can say, well, actually I've got photos of them and they weren't like that when you left.
Exactly.
And because that is your marketing, that is how you're going to get more clients in. So you've just got to kind of think you need them. It's part of the payment. If you come see me, you can get your nails done. You've got to let me have photos.
Also, I mean, you're not putting people's faces in the photos as well, so it's not
No, yeah,
like it's not. There's going to you have to. Sometimes I have to say to people, I'm not putting your face in this photo, so don't worry about. Because
yeah,
like
yeah. Just let people know.
Yeah, but also
Yeah,
on your screen when you've got the thing in your screen, press on the nails, like just tap on the nails, and it'll automatically like put the focus onto that. Because sometimes the photos can be weird, and try and put the focus behind it if the lighting isn't right. Just press on the nail. Just be like that, and it'll put the focus onto the nail.
Yep.
Because that's what you want. That's your hero shot. Essentially, when I was working with like brands or with companies, they need a hero shot. So your hero shot is going to be your best shot. It's the first one that you put out there. That's what's going to sell you, essentially. Yeah. So you need a hero shot, and then you have subsequent shots after that to highlight other.
Yeah, like you say, you can then mix in ones of people holding coffee cups or next to, clothes or, because, and of course these are just recommendations, guys. If you want all your photos to be further away and holding coffee cups, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
but
which is grand, and I love people that do that.
Yeah, because some people are like
much more free and easy.
Like a whole aesthetic look, isn't it? Whereas I just that starts getting really complicated for me, because then I have to make multiple things in the photo look good.
Yeah, I can't
and positioned right. Whereas when it's just the nails, I find it easier to make the photo look better. But no, I've found that very helpful. I hope you guys have as well.
I didn't feel like I felt like I just ranted a lot and didn't give enough information.
No, I love it. I love it, and I'm going to make a little book out of it, and people can download it and be able to just look at it whenever they need.
We have it on. We can put it on our personal link trees as well.
Yes, we'll add it to our link trees, and we have also got a link tree on the Chaotic Cuticle Club as well, so I'll add it to that. The policy document is also added to that, and anything else that we kind of think might be helpful, like if there's episodes that we do where we think we could do a little something for you that might help, then we'll add to it as we go. But let us know if you found it helpful, guys. Hopefully you did.
Did you have sorry,
any rants and bants?
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to ask you. My rant is just about gel polish flooding into the cuticles and having a different viscosity, even although they're in the same brand. That's all.
Just dark colours flooding the cuticles.
Oh, it does
in general is like because it just doesn't come off. And it doesn't matter how much you wipe it and how much you try and clean it up. It just
doesn't. It doesn't.
It's so stressful.
It set me up. I'd had an amazing day until that happened, and then I was like, I'll just jump off a bridge now, thanks. Like, poor Amy.
I quit. All of my polish is going in the bin.
No, poor Amy had to sit and listen to me ranting about it, and she's like, but these are my nails. I was like,
like, it's not my fault, No, it's a bloody polish.
I know. I was even saying to her, I was like, it's not damn polish. Have you got any rants?
I do.
Darwin is starting whining at me. Come here. You not got any rants?
So. I mean, generally my rant is always just people giving bad advice, or just Facebook groups are the worst.
Yeah. Oh God.
They are. Facebook nail tech groups are dangerous sometimes. Yeah. They really are, because people just spout off nonsense. Or too many people think that influencers are experts.
That's a good one.
Somewhat, like, just because someone has got 300,000 followers does not mean they are an expert. They could be an absolute idiot. There's so many hacks, not even just in the nail world. You see, look, now I'm going to start ranting.
See, yeah.
There's so many hacks in the world in general that they're just not hacks.
No, they're
They're
just crap.
stupid.
Yeah.
They're stupid things, stupid people doing stupid things for likes. And a lot of the time they're doing it for rage bait, because they know that more people will comment on a video where they're doing something wrong
Yep.
than when they're doing something right. More people are likely to put an angry face or, you know, tell you how stupid you are. And sometimes I'm part of that problem, because at the end of the day, engagement is engagement. The algorithm doesn't care whether it's an angry face or a love heart. It's engagement. People are engaging with your content. So sometimes people do stupid things on purpose because they know it's going to get them the views and the engagement.
Yeah.
And yeah, not everything you see from influencers and people with big followings is correct or the right way to do things or any of the above. So just don't just do research.
Like,
if you see something, go and look at other things rather than just that. Like, don't take your facts from one Instagram reel or one Facebook post.
Don't
go and dig into it. Yeah, go and dig into it a little bit. Get different opinions from many different sources before you use these hacks. Because you know that guy, there was like a guy that he made like a whole career for himself. You know, the guy that watches hacks and then he doesn't even talk in his videos. He just goes. Because then he shows you, like, it was already a really simple task. Why are you complicating it? Because sometimes hacks, you just look at them and you think that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah. There's my rant. And also, guys, we won't go too much into it because we did talk about it at the beginning. But our love for this week, our shout out, it's not going to a nail tech this week. We have decided that it's going to go to a brand this week. A brand that we are just absolutely loving at the moment, who again we will tag, and that is Nails-Luxe.
Yeah, I think with the whole virtual event and like the amount of effort and the amount of like value that was given, as well as the goodie bag and stuff, I think that really should be, they're a small indie brand. I think they should really be shouted about, definitely.
Absolutely. And their products are amazing. Yeah, the brushes are brilliant. The scent is beautiful. The art paints are amazing. The cat eye powders are really good. I love their flakes. Just anything nail arty, nail care. Yes, hand cream is gorgeous.
Stunning.
Just at the moment, obviously I haven't tried all of their products, but at the moment every product that I have tried for them has been amazing.
Yeah.
So I can't fault them, and the owners are
crunchy on my wrist.
Do you know what I thought that at the beginning? I thought that was a nail
because it was in the waist. I picked it up.
And do you know what? It goes with your jumper quite nicely. They're a brand that are really community focused. They're always happy to answer questions. Their customer service is amazing. Their delivery is incredible. Like, they're really fast delivery. If you've ever got a question or a problem or anything like that, they are always there to help. We really rate them.
Yeah. And they go live on TikTok, I think, every Monday and do like flash deals and things.
Yes. Yeah. They do deals and things like that. So yeah, fully rate them, and go and grab a ticket to the spring masterclass when the tickets are released, because it's going to be amazing.
I got my early.
And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for sticking around. We hope you found this helpful. Grab your free download and we will see you again next week, because we are consistent.
I know, guys. This is episode 10, isn't it?
It will be, yeah. It will be episode 10. Yeah, by the end of the year, we're going to be into like
15, 16.
16, maybe. Will be kind of like New Year.
Yeah, that's mad.
Go us.
You'll progressively see me in December just getting tireder and tireder and tireder. Hi, guys. It's nearly the end.
Yeah, you will see the deterioration of a working nail tech throughout December. Every week she'll just have more glitter in her hair and more sparkles, and there'll be like glitter flakes in her teeth.
Oh my God, I know.
Thank you for joining us. As always, guys, give us a thumbs up, like, share, comment. if you're still here, comment a little photo emoji, a camera emoji in the comments. That's our emoji for the week, because it's been that kind of episode. And share it with your friends, share it on your stories, do all of the things, because we ain't going nowhere, baby. Well, we are. We're saying goodbye now, but like in general, we're sticking around. Not to say bye, like we're not going anywhere. Bye. But like the chaotic cuticle club isn't going anywhere.
That was too much.